This is the Weather Beast. Yeah, you can see super nutritious selection of apple cider vinegar and lemon juice in there. This is something unique about the van as well. This is a factory AC unit.
Dude, I'm excited to see this van. I'm gonna ask you a whole bunch of questions.
Okay.
You got a whole bunch of stuff behind you.
Yes, sir.
You and I have been following each other for quite some time.
Long time.
Appreciate that. You do some fantastic work. Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself before we get into your van?
Yeah, so I am a traveling landscape and commercial photographer. I've been doing van life off and on since 2021 and been traveling full-time pretty much since 2020 and a little bit before that.
Before we jump into the van, did you build the van or did somebody else build it, or how'd that work?
Yeah, so originally I was gonna try and build the van, and then I realized that I'm not handy at all and it was gonna turn out like crap and take forever, so I did hire a company in South Florida to build it out professionally.
Is that where you're from?
Yeah.
And you've been like traveling in this like 4 or 5 years now, or whatever it's been.
Yeah, since late 2021 I've been on the road, but I'm kind of like a hybrid. You know, I'll store it 6 months out of the year, rent an apartment. I do a lot of international stuff for photography workshops, so.
How's the photography business? Good?
Photography business has been good to me the past 4 or 5 years.
You do fantastic work.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, a lot of
it.
night shooting, yeah, it's crazy
Yeah,
what you do.
Astro, Aurora, Milky Way is kind of my specialty, night stuff, I would say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of Aurora, yes, Aurora Borealis, yes.
Yeah.
Very jealous that you've seen a whole lot of that and I haven't seen zero.
Yeah, I wanted to get the van to Iceland at some point, but pretty expensive, not really cost effective.
Are you planning to go to Iceland on the next solar eclipse, because it's passing right through Iceland?
Yeah, we're actually considering doing a workshop there for the next solar eclipse, and with the idea that we might be able to see the aurora during it, which would be absolutely bizarre. It'd be like a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
That'll be, yeah, I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, because the aurora can be present during the day. It is present. It's present at all different times, but you can't see it when it's light out. So if there is a solar eclipse and the aurora happens to be strong, even though it's not the proper season and the sun's out, if it's blocked, you could technically see it and get it with a solar eclipse. I've never attempted this, but in theory, like it should get dark enough to where you can see the aurora, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna bring all your cameras, you're gonna set it all up.
Oh yeah, you know it.
Thank you for bringing up workshops.
Yes.
You do that on the side as well? Maybe you can promote yourself, maybe give me a little plug.
Yeah, so I do photography workshops all over the world. I do Iceland workshops multiple times a year, and that's my favorite place in the world. I've been there 22 times so far, and that's just in like 5 or 6 years. But yeah, so we do workshops all over. I have online courses for photography. I have an editing plugin for Photoshop. That's kind of my income streams, yeah. I was doing van rental collabs well before I ever owned my own van.
No way.
Yeah, I was getting, free camper vans over there in exchange for photos and social media content and all that stuff.
One of my favorite documentaries, Under the Arctic Sky.
Yes, Chris Burkhardt.
Yeah, are you friends with him?
I know Chris, not personally. We're not like friends, but I've chatted with him a bit. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy, and it's one of my favorite documentaries. What do you have behind you? What is the van? And what is one of the coolest wraps I've seen?
Yeah, thank you. So this is the Weather Beast. It's a name that was given after at least 3 or 4 different people randomly called it a beast, in parking lots in different places. So that was when it was dubbed the Weather Beast. So this is my 144 4x4 Sprinter. It's a 2019. And yeah, my idea with this was to build a very capable off-road vehicle that was also super comfortable and kind of luxury inside.
Word on the street is you're actually planning on selling this.
I'm considering selling it.
You're considering, excuse me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so depending on when you see this, it may or may not be for sale or sold.
It'll be out this summer, so maybe we'll see. Maybe if you throw me the link, I'll throw it in the description below.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
On this side, which is the driver's side, which I've never started on this side, but you got the snorkel?
Yes, sir.
It's good to go?
Yeah, so the snorkel, it is, I would say, Mostly for aesthetic.
Good air intake.
It does raise the air intake. So one of the benefits when you're out in the desert and you're driving, caravanning specifically with other vehicles, it does raise the air intake so you're not, sucking a bunch of dust up into the engine bay. People are always asking me if I forge rivers in this thing, and I do not. And I actually, I don't even want to let Mercedes think that I'm going through rivers for warranty purposes. But yeah, I would say mostly it's for aesthetic. It does look badass, but it is also functional.
You got the Agile, it looks like the rip kit on there.
Yes, sir.
Nice, very well done. And as a photographer, do you actually use the roof?
I do.
Do you really? Well,
yeah,
you do astrophotography, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we'll actually look up there, but it's completely bare. This is a custom-made roof rack with a deck. So there's no solar or anything like that. I have a lot of lithium. We can talk about that in a bit.
Yep.
But I actually had this custom made to go flush over the factory AC, which we'll also talk about here in a few minutes. But the whole space up top is completely walkable, and I have used it for photography. Also, it's really nice to just get some sleeping bags and, a couple little air mattresses and go up there and just lay under the stars and, just chill.
Do you camp up there? Do you sleep up there?
I've never done a full night, but I've almost, slept there unintentionally, yeah.
That's awesome, unintentionally. Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
I love the color so much. It's
Thank
like
you.
that forest green is
It looks
killer.
different color and different light. It's matte olive, and in different light. It can either look olive green, it can look forest green, and then when it gets dirty and dusty and out in the desert, it turns into like a tan. So it's kind of nice.
With the black accents too, it's just
yeah.
killer.
I was very, very particular with the aesthetics of the van. Everything on the outside for the most part is black and green. I mean, I even got a little irritated when I, requested the black air valves on the tires, and they put those in. I tried to get them switched out. That's how particular I've been about every detail.
Yeah, can we move to the back here, and
Yes,
then we'll
sir.
kind of swing around and go inside?
Sure.
We'll probably you have a platform bed, so we can actually, if you want to start there, we can, or you can
sure.
go right inside. It's up to you.
Yeah, we can start from the back.
Okay.
So, yeah, I got a couple ladders, lights all around as well. The lights are super nice to have on the exterior when you are set up somewhere camping. I also have that set up on the Switch Pros, which is super nice. You can hook it up to your phone Bluetooth, and then you can control the lights on the exterior from your phone if you're out, moving around in a campsite or something like that. It's really handy.
You are so just unorganized.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm hybrid, so this is actually fairly empty. As you'll see when we get in the van, it's all my stuff's in an apartment right now. But yeah, so we got some shoe organization back here, electrical stuff. I have some storage bins. These are 2 massive drawers on 500-pound sliders, so that's super nice for storage.
How hard are those to pull out if we were?
Oh, it's super easy. Again, not a lot of important stuff back there right now, but
I just wanted to see them in action. That's kind of cool though.
So I put a latch here as well because it's just like an extra security, because the thing, if you go fast or you're going uphill or something, they can kind of slide out sometimes. But yeah, we got bins back here for storage. Well, okay, so moving on from the drawers, I got an actual outdoor shower unit here.
That's pretty cool.
So the way this works is you can set this up. Got a little system going. So got this little suction cup set up, put this on the window, and then mount that up here. And I actually have a custom-made shower curtain that is magnetic and hooks up to the corners of the doors and basically creates a nice little shower stall. I also have some bamboo slat panels that I put on the ground.
Who makes that, by the way? Because that's a nice wand.
Oh, I don't even know. I just picked this up at Home Depot. I replaced the one that the original build came with, but this was kind of cool and it's super cheap.
It's like a mister?
No, it's full spray.
Yeah?
Full spray, yeah. But this is nice. It's nice to do an outdoor shower. It's the options there. If you're at a campsite, I want to try doing an outdoor shower at Walmart or something, or a rest stop. But for the most part, I've just used this to rinse off, my shoes and stuff when I'm somewhere hiking or doing photography, or rinse off some paddleboard or something like that if I need to.
How many gallons of water do you have for your sink and your shower?
Yeah, so I have a 30-gallon freshwater tank and then a 10-gallon hot water heater. So technically when I fill up, I put the water pump on, it circulates 10 gallons into the hot water tank, so I get 40 gallons total every time I fill up.
Nice, that's smart.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
So, and then in addition to the drawers back here, we got a little table. So this is kind of nice if you're doing some cooking outdoor. Outdoors, you know, I got the plug out here, so, you know, you can plug in the induction cooktop or whatever, or use a chair or something and have kind of an outdoor workspace as well.
Absolutely.
So it's super nice, and then the doors can fold back out a little further. So let me grab these bins out real quick. So normally I have a couple suitcases back here as well for storage when I'm on the road. This is the stand-up paddleboard.
Holy crap.
That I have that's blow up, and then got a nice electric pump for that as well. So that's super nice to have when you're on the road. So back here is the garage where the electrical is. Let me just pull this guy out real quick. So I have 400 amp hours lithium back here. It's a little dusty. Haven't cleaned that up. I didn't really think about that part for the tour.
That's okay.
But yeah, 400 amp hours lithium, and it's a DC to DC charging. So when I'm driving, it's charging up. And yeah, I'm a photographer. I'm constantly charging my laptop, camera batteries, you know, different lights and stuff for photography and video. And I've never, you know, dropped below like 80%. I'm always topped off, but I move around a lot too. So I opted for no solar because I wanted to have the whole top, again, walkable and like, you know, be able to just lounge up there and chill. And then also I do have the solar controller. It is hooked up and wired for solar. So I have the option if I ever wanted to add solar panels to it, it's there.
Could you also just like get deployable ones? Like, could you put like one of those folding ones out if
so
you
could
really
get
wanted to?
You could get the portable ones and plug them into the ports up there as well.
Yeah, why not, right?
Yeah.
If you wanted to.
Yeah, it would totally work.
Am I tripping, or does that come out?
It does not come out.
Oh, does it? Okay, I was like, were you about to just blow my mind?
No, that would be amazing, right? Yeah, no, this is a stationary bed, stationary garage kind of setup. Another thing that I did try to prioritize was kind of the weight. So a lot of thought's gone into like the different components for the weight, and you'll see here in a second with the countertop and the table and stuff like that. I've used really lightweight materials.
Well, without further ado, let's go inside.
Yeah, let's go check it out. So we have the interior here.
All right, sweet. Well, actually, before we even go inside,
yeah,
you have a drop. I opened that earlier.
Yeah. So this is a table. This is meant to be used as a table, you know, for cooking outside. Have the plug again here, so we can do cooking with the induction cooktop. You know, use the kettle, make coffee out here or anything like that. It's also nice to be able to access the dry storage for food and stuff like that as well from the outside. It's kind of the idea there. So down here we have a water filtration system. This is 2-stage. I actually have them unplugged right now because I had the van's currently winterized, so the water's not hooked up currently. And in the past I have forgot to unhook these and came back from, you know, traveling, and things were frozen and cracked and stuff. Yeah, so then we got the shoe storage down here. I'll throw my boots and like workout shoes and stuff down there.
I'm gonna get on in.
Sure.
I meant to actually ask you this. What material is the, like, do you know what he used or what they used for material?
I'm not 100% sure. I do know that, you know, this is just like a veneer, right? So this is like, you know, I'm pretty sure all of this is veneered, you know,
like a laminate, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
But he's probably using light ply.
Yeah, so
like
the
that.
company they worked with in South Florida, they make custom cabinetry and stuff for homes. So it's really high quality, it's super nice. And the vibe I was going for with this was kind of more of like a dark, kind of gray and black theme. I actually wanted this specific material for the table and the countertop. Is a matte black. It really reminds me of the volcanic materials in Iceland. Like I said, I'm obsessed with Iceland, and this whole like gray and black was kind of to mimic kind of like basalt and volcanic ash and stuff like that. So that was kind of the theme that I was going for, but really wanted something kind of modern looking, kind of having more of like a bachelor pad kind of feel.
Nice,
yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
Speaking of volcanic, did you photograph the volcano eruption?
I did.
Was it last year?
I photographed multiple volcanoes there, but the past few have been around town there, and they've been kind of restricted, and it's not really the kind of volcano you go like visit.
Yeah.
I've droned a couple of them, but the fun ones are the ones that are like in a safe place and you can hike to.
Yeah.
And those, you know, I've gone to town on, so maybe you could throw a clip or something or a photo.
Yeah, I'll find it on your Instagram, or maybe you'll send it to me or something.
Yeah,
sure.
Sure.
That'd be great. So I love this layout, by the way, because it is
Thank
just you in here.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, your seating.
Yeah. Is meant to be kind of used as just like a travel space for myself personally. So I have, you know, a nice workspace here. I actually have a mount up here and also one over the bed, and that hooks up to a little arm with a Versa mount that attaches to the back of a monitor, so I can actually hang a monitor down right here and use that in conjunction with my laptop, or I can hang the monitor over the bed and kind of use the monitor as a TV.
Dude, I just saw a video. That's so funny you said. I just saw a video of somebody that did that in their house.
Okay.
And they had like a monitor that was like hanging from the
Yeah.
ceiling. And I was like,
Yeah.
that is such a cool idea. I've never thought of that.
It's cool in theory, but if you're lazy like me, then like, you know, getting the monitor out and actually setting it up and everything
Yeah, okay.
is
Okay.
not much work. I'm just lazy.
That's so cool though. So that mount holds a monitor. Like even if you wanted to use it as a TV, I guess you
Yeah.
could do that. Okay.
Yeah, so that's nice to hang over the bed. I've used it a few times to watch movies.
You have all of your clothing storage and everything here. And
Yeah, so let me show you some of that stuff. So, you know, up here I usually have supplements, and then I usually have my, you know, plates and cookware and stuff up there. Got some nice overhead storage up on top
I like this shelf.
over the cab.
Good job.
And then, yeah, so here's some additional storage. I usually will have folded clothes in here and random things up top. I need to replace this mirror. It's gotten a little scuffed up over the years. But yeah, so the drawers are nice. I got silverware. They have the little twists, so they will release when you twist, and they lock back in. But yeah, I'll usually keep my clothes, like shirts and stuff like that, in the top two smaller drawers, and then pants and shorts and stuff like that in the bigger drawers below.
Did you choose the lighting too? Because I see like it's like a vibe.
Yeah, so let me actually show you that. So with the light here, you can change the colors. You know, I can change the brightness, so we could do like a color, or we could change it to be, you know, just standard, like, you know, warm or cool. So
It's whatever you're feeling.
it's whatever you're feeling. Yeah, I like it. I usually will wind up doing, you know, one of the colors just to set the vibe.
And then that's on a different. Your strip lights are on a different circuit than your overheads.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are independent of the overhead lights, and it's nice. It's nice accent lighting. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can see, but you have the accent lighting underneath furniture as well. So
pretty cool.
let me try and change that back to a color.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. That's a vibe.
There you go. Nice
Alright.
green.
The other storage that we have is, you know, these drawers here. This is kind of like a tech drawer. Actually has some USB plugs here, so I usually use this
cool.
to set up, you know, camera charging, battery station, drones, and stuff like that. There's actually a USB up top here behind the stuff as well, so similar setup. You can put, you know, some camera stuff up there. And this is kind of like a sock drawer, and then this bigger drawer down here actually acts as the step to get up on top of the bed.
Oh, cool.
So this is on a 500-pound slider. You know, so that's how you get up and down from the bed. And then there's also some storage down there. I keep an air fryer down there, which is like God's gift to van life.
Oh
you
my
know?
God, I have it at home. Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
the air fryer is like a big hack for van life.
Beautiful isotherm fridge.
Yes, sir.
I know Josh was your builder. He's a friend of mine, and I know that you know, he picked the right products. So there you go.
Yeah, you can see super nutritious selection of apple cider vinegar and lemon juice in there. Don't even know why that never made it into my apartment currently, but yeah. And then we have some more storage overhead up here, so I'll keep some random items and toiletries and stuff like that up there. All the covers are done by Quest Overland. These are one of the best products that I have found for the van. Super insulated, super nice, and they're magnetic. They just stick right to the van easily. They also make them for the front. They're at the front, and the front windows covers are up here, and I will put those sometimes up here, and then that way I can just have this whole space and I don't have to use the curtain for privacy. And it keeps the van super insulated. It's super nice. And then back here we got the fan. This is something unique about the van as well. This is a factory AC unit. So this was originally a passenger van. So this factory AC unit is really nice. There's a bunch of different vents, and it can cool down the back very easily and get it very cold, even in hot summer days. The one drawback is that you need to have the van running.
Yeah.
So I actually have a wireless remote set up with the van so that I can start the van. And there's an app for it. It's super nice. So like if I'm camping on a summer night, I can, you know, get my phone out, start the van up from my phone. It's got like a 30-minute or whatever you want to set it to timer, and it'll turn off in like 30 minutes, so I can just go back to sleep and cool the van down for 30 minutes or something like that.
Viewers always ask like, oh, I want a toilet. You don't have a shower in here. Your shower's on the back.
Yeah, showers at the back.
But toilet.
I've opted out of.
You opted
yeah.
out of it. Do you mind me
Yeah.
asking why did you do that?
Well, for space, and also I didn't really want to be dealing with human waste, which, you know, it's kind of a pain in the ass. If I could go back, I probably would have figured out how to do, like, you know, a toilet in the shower, but it's never really been a huge issue.
Yeah, it's not an
You know,
issue.
I'm usually at a campground or, you know, rest stop or something like that, so not a big deal, you know, or if you're out in nature, you know, figure it out.
Figure it out. There it is.
But yeah, it's never really been a huge deal.
That's great. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah,
and
sure.
and then yeah, I mean that's pretty much just a shower. Like you obviously handle that, and you probably use gyms. And
Yeah,
other
so
places.
exactly. So I've tried to be as fit as I can on the road. I have like 3 or 4 gym memberships. I've lost track at this point because
I have two. That's pretty good.
every city has different gyms.
Yep.
You know, some have more Planet Fitness, some have more Anytime. I have a Crunch Fitness membership, and then I recently got Vasa because I was based in Utah for a little bit. So yeah, I shower at the gym, and then at least I can go there, and then I have a rule, like if I'm going there, I'm not gonna just shower, like I'm gonna work out as well.
Nice.
And shower, so it's kind of like a deal I made with myself. But yeah, showers have never been an issue. Campgrounds and gyms, you know, YMCA's, swimming pool,
There's so
neighborhood
many
swimming pools.
places.
Yeah, there's so many different ways to get a shower. And then worst case, I got the outdoor one, and I've literally never had to actually shower with it. So yeah, showers have never been really big an issue.
And
big
what about
issue.
heater? Do you have a heater in here?
Yeah, so there's a diesel heater underneath.
there is?
Yeah, there's a diesel heater underneath the seat there. And then the control for it is back here behind this wall here. So
Nice.
you can do it from bed. You know, if you wake up and you get cold, you can flip it on, do the timer and all that stuff too to go back to sleep.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, so we also have the Max Air fan, pretty standard, you know, standard equipment for vans. Again, with the Quest Overland covers, super nice, blocks out noise. So I've also added some subwoofers down here.
I see that big
This
one.
was a big setup. So they actually make another version of it that just has one, and it's like half the height. So I eventually at some point might switch that out and have it a little bit more, you know, hidden away. But yeah, for now, I have a party anywhere I go.
A party anywhere I go.
Yeah. This thing gets pretty loud, pretty obnoxious.
I mean, nothing wrong with it, right?
Yeah, it's fun.
You do also have an awning out here, which I
Yep.
just noticed.
Yeah, it's the Fiamma F45S. Again, super particular about every details. I literally took off the white labeling on there just to keep the aesthetic all uniform, black and green. Yeah.
I can't tell that you're attention to detail.
Yeah, I'm a photographer. You know, comes
I'm
with.
surprised you haven't switched out your Lagoon table for one of the new black ones that they make
Yeah,
now.
really? Did they make it?
They make them black, yeah. They
Oh
make
well,
them
then
black now.
say no more.
Say no, it's happening.
I'm on the internet as soon as we get off this tour.
Where can we find you yet again? And
Yeah.
maybe your van's going to be up for sale. Maybe somebody
Yeah.
wants to buy it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, how do we find you?
If it is, there'll be a link
It will
in
be.
the description, like Jarrod said. And yeah, you can find me mostly on Instagram. Where is Weatherby? Or johnweatherby.com. Those are the 2 places that you can find any links or any information you need.
And yeah, that's where you find all your photography stuff.
Yeah.
Your plugins for, you said Photoshop, I think.
Photoshop, online courses, workshops,
courses, yeah.
all that good stuff.
Sign up for maybe Iceland.
Yeah.
I think would be
Join
rad.
me in Iceland, see the aurora, see a volcano, come with me to an ice cave. I mean, it's a life-changing experience.
I haven't been.
Yeah.
I really, really want to go to
Well,
Iceland.
once
so.
you go, you'll go 21 more times like I did.
Well, maybe I'll just pay you to come with me.
Yes.
And we'll you can teach me some photography out there.
Dude, join me in Iceland.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Thank you, John, so much for doing this and sharing their van with everybody.
Yeah, of course. It's a
All right,
pleasure.
man. See you guys later.